What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Jay Benzalite. I go by the name Jay Benzalite, and I'm just out here getting some sun on my melanin, like I usually do every morning. You feel me? Got my feet in the dirt, doing my thing out here, man. Feel me? But the topic of this video is the mental, or before I talk about the topic, this video was geared towards all my black people. So this video is for my black people. If you're not black, go ahead and listen and watch it. But this is geared towards my black people. It applies, some of the stuff I won't talk about applies to the general public. You feel me? But this is mostly for my black people. This is for my black people. But so the topic of this video is the mental enslavement of our ancestors. And when I say our ancestors, I don't mean our ancestors from thousands of years ago or from 100 years ago or whatever. I'm talking about our ancestors that currently live right now, such as our parents, our grandparents, uncles, aunts, great-grandparents if you still have them, and just people, your family that's still living, your ancestors that are still with you right now, that you were born with. Right? So let's get into it. So this video was inspired by, well, I came every morning. Part of my morning routine is I come outside and I walk in the grass. You know what I mean? I put my feet in the dirt and I walk all throughout the grass. You know what I mean? I get the energy. I get my energy from nature. I get my energy from the earth to fuel me for the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? To get my energy right for the day and all that. And I meditate out here. I do some yoga flows so that I can open my body up and make sure I get all the stiffness out that I might have accumulated from sleeping last night or whatever. And yeah, man, I do all that. If it don't matter if it's sunny or cloudy, whatever. Hopefully it's sunny. If not, I'm still out here. It don't matter. But the thing is like this, right? One of my family members that came to me and told me that I shouldn't be out here in the sun. I shouldn't be getting too much sun, right? Because it's bad for me. It's bad for me to get too much sun, and that if I get too much sun, I could possibly get sick, right? So this is what inspired this video. This right here. Now, black people, I need you to understand something. Black people need to understand. Our natural environment, black people, our natural environment is that environment which gets a lot of sun. It's a lot of that thing right there. I don't know if y'all can see it. See my man's right there, the sun, whatever. But it gets a lot of sun, and also has a hot climate. That is our natural environment. As a black person, your body works its best and is at its optimal. You're at your best optimally if you're in an environment which gets a lot of sun and is on the warmer side. Black people. So, for multiple reasons, the sun is your best friend as a black person. You feel me? You get vitamin D from the sun. The sun takes away all types of toxins. You get nutrients from the sun. The sun will clear up your skin. The sun will make your hair grow faster. The sun will help your body remove any waste or bad things or bad negative things within it that could harm it and whatnot, right? That is the power of the sun. As a black person, I could be out here in the sun all day, 24/7, 7 days a week, and nothing will happen to me. You feel me? Nothing will happen to me because my body is naturally designed to absorb the rays of the sun because of the melanin in which I have, right? So this is what I'm talking about, is that a lot of our family members, friends, or whoever it might be, and also some of these people that you guys consider to be your leaders, such as politicians and government officials and whatnot, and celebrities and stuff like that. I don't know why you consider a celebrity to be a leader, but yeah, and people like that, they advocate for for you to limit your sun exposure and be cautious of the sun as a black person, and to wear all types of sunscreens and this and that, right? Black people, we must understand that if you understand the science of melanin, then you would understand that you don't need to put anything on your body in order to receive the rays of the sun adequately. You don't need to put anything on your body in order to protect you from the sun, because your body naturally protects you from the harmful UV rays of the sun that could possibly burn you. The body naturally does that as a black person having melanin. If you understood the science of melanin, then you would understand this. You would understand that your diet as a black person is crucial when it comes to this topic as well, because melanin not only exists within your skin, melanin exists all throughout your body. Melanin exists in your organs, in your brain, neuromelanin and things like that. That's in your brain. You feel me? So when it comes to getting sun as a black person, we must understand, black people, that they don't want you to receive the sun. They don't want you to get the rays of the sun as a black person, because that is where our true power is. Black people must understand that the sun gives us all the nutrients in which we need. There are people in the world who don't eat food and don't drink water and only receive the rays of the sun and go on to live their entire lives perfectly. There are people in the world that don't eat food and only receive their nutrients from the sun itself and live perfectly great lives, live perfectly healthy lives, healthier than the average person that lives in America. So we must understand, black people, that this is mental enslavement. This is mental enslavement. This is not putting the shackles on you and forcing you to eat pork and forcing you to work and forcing you to do all these things, forcing you to stay inside and forcing you to do all these different things. This is not that. This is mental enslavement, which is in a way worse than having shackles on you. Because when a person is mentally enslaved, nobody has to tell them to eat pork. If as a black person, you should not be eating pork. Pork is deadly. Pork is cancer. Meat, fish, all that shit, animal products is cancer, disease to a black person. So as a black person, you shouldn't be eating pork, bacon, and all these different things. But through the process of mental enslavement, the black person will go to the grocery store and buy the pork themselves and eat it. Nobody has to tell the black person to eat the pork. The black person will do it willingly. That is mental enslavement, because of the fact that our ignorance is preyed upon. The average black person doesn't know the intricate and complex science of the melanin which permeates throughout their entire being. The average black person doesn't know the science and the complexity of what it means to be a black person. The average black person thinks that we are all this, that we're all the same, and that the only difference between us and white people, or people who aren't black or whatever, is just our skin color, the pigment or something like that, and our hair or some shit. My nigga, you must understand, black people, that we are not the same. Equality is an illusion. We are not the same beings. A white person and a black person are two different beings. Just like how there are monkeys and there are different types of monkeys, there are different types of humans. There are black people, melanated beings, and then you have your Caucasian beings, your non-melanated beings and whatnot. You feel me? Like we must understand, black people, that this is mental enslavement. they come for the mindsets of our family members, our friends, of everybody. They promote it. They hammer the nail into your head that 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 what you should be doing, you shouldn't be doing, and is unhealthy. And what is unhealthy for you is what you should be doing. That is the whole point of mental enslavement. They teach these lessons. They teach these lessons and condition these lessons into the mindsets and the hearts of our family members, of our friends, of everybody. And then when we're born into this world, you're at the when you're born, you're at the mercy. You're at the mercy of your family. You're at the mercy of whoever's around you when you're born. So what that means is that you're also at the mercy of your mind is also at the mercy of the information in which the family members and people around you carry within their minds, and the beliefs and whatnot that they have. So if I'm a black person and my whole family believes that eating pork and motherfucking sausage, or eating motherfucking bacon and eggs for breakfast in the morning is healthy, and is going to prolong their life, and is the best thing you can do, and is a great thing, and I'm born into that family, then I'm probably 9 times out of 10 going to be doing the same thing from a young age. They're going to be putting that same thing onto me, and then as I get older and older, this is all I know. I'm going to believe that this is the right thing to do, when in reality, this is the complete opposite of what I should be doing as a black person. As a black person, you should be eating vegetation. You should be eating herbs, fruits, nuts, things like that. You should be eating things that naturally occur in nature. You should be eating things that you naturally grow yourself, or naturally grow from nature, that are natural. You shouldn't be eating dead animals. You shouldn't be eating the carcass of an animal. Black people, we must understand that this is mental enslavement. This is mental enslavement which attacks the mindsets of people. When you can attack a person's mindset, you can get them to believe that they are free, but no, you are at the mercy of what you think, your perception of the world. And when your perception of the world is created by outside forces whose intent is to destroy you, then you are mentally enslaved. You're being duped. You are being duped, my people. So black people, the whole point of this video is that I want my black people, all of you, to wake up. I want all of you to understand that the normal way to live within this society is not how we should be living as people, as black people. This is not the way that we should be living. You shouldn't be in the house all day. You shouldn't be when you go to work. You shouldn't be in the office all day away from the sun. Why do you think it's a 9 to 5? The sun is at its most powerful within that time period. From 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., the sun is rising, and then it descends, and it sets within that time. And the sun is at its highest at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock, something like that, and then it descends. So the most powerful time to receive the blessings of the sun and all the nutrients from the sun is during the time in which you are at work. It's a grand setup. It's a grand scheme in order to destroy you, in order to get you to destroy yourself. They want to destroy you by getting you to destroy yourself. It is all an illusion, my people. We must understand. We must wake up from the matrix. We must wake up from this illusionary world, illusionary practices of living, and reclaim our original way of living, the way of living that we should be living, the way of living that we should have naturally, which is being in the sun, being in a hot climate. It doesn't matter if the climate is hot or not, but you should optimally be in a climate where you can receive a lot of sun. You should be somewhere. You should be able to eat vegetation, fruits, veggies. You should be able to eat all these different things, and that should be your main diet. That should be your main diet. You shouldn't be eating. You shouldn't be living like a carnivore and eating mostly animal-based products. We have herbivore teeth. We do not have fangs that can rip apart flesh and whatnot. My people, we must understand that this is mental enslavement. Mental enslavement at the hands of the people who run this matrix, at the hands of the people who run this illusionary world. My people, at the hands of the people that mentally enslaved our distant ancestors, at the hands of the people, mental enslavement at the hands of the people who destroyed many of our ancestors' civilizations. This is the grand scheme, my people, is to get you to destroy yourself. We must wake up. We must wake up. We must wake up. Because if we don't, then we will forever be at the mercy of those whose intent is to destroy us. We must wake up, because if not, we will forever be at the mercy of those whose intent is to destroy us, my people. And this shit just crazy, bro. This shit just crazy. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. It's a long video, but I had a lot to say. There's a lot on my mind. I'm gonna go more in depth on this whole topic, as well as many other topics related to black people. I'm a person who is for black people. I incarnated into this reality. At this time in order to wake up from the bullshit, from the mental enslavement that my own ancestors, my own family were at the mercy of, from these satanic devils that control this matrix. I incarnated in order to wake up, not only wake up, but also help other people to wake up, and also to ascend myself for the time when this body can no longer sustain life force enough to contain my spirit, and then I move on to the next experience. So, black people, long story short, wake up. I love y'all. Jay Benz the Light, signing out.